Today we're taking an in-depth look at the 2026 ROKS Yulgok Yi I DDG 992, a modern South Korean destroyer that represents a major step forward in naval capability. From its hull lines and weapons fit to crew spaces, sensors, propulsion and likely cost, I'll walk you through what makes this ship tick, what it can do in combat, and where its limitations lie. Imagine a vessel that combines the silhouette of a large Aegis-type destroyer with improved stealth shaping. The hull is long and sleek, about 166 meters overall, with a broad beam that gives real internal volume for systems and crew amenities. The profile favors reduced radar cross-section where possible, while still leaving room for large mission bays and a clear flight deck. The superstructure is arranged to separate key sensor and launcher zones so that maintenance and combat damage control can be managed more easily, and you'll notice the integrated mast and angular surfaces intended to limit detectability compared with older designs. Looking at the exterior fit, the ship carries a full complement of modern offensive and defensive weapons. Forward you'll find a 127mm naval gun suitable for surface fire support and anti-ship engagements, while amidships and to either side are vertical launch system (VLS) cells in generous numbers, enough to host layers of surface-to-air missiles, land attack cruise missiles and anti-ballistic options depending on mission loadout. Close-in weapon systems (CIWS) and short-range point defenses are placed to provide local interception against incoming missiles and small surface threats. On the aft deck there is a hangar and flight deck sized for rotary wing aircraft and UAVs, which dramatically extend the ship's anti-submarine warfare reach and over-the-horizon surveillance capability. Sonar domes, towed array housings and other ASW fittings are integrated into the hull, allowing the vessel to operate as a credible anti-submarine platform in addition to area air defense and surface strike roles. Inside, the ship's heart is its Combat Information Center, a modern CIC that consolidates radar feeds, electronic warfare sensors, fire control and command functions into a networked environment. Crew accommodations on this class were designed with longer deployments in mind. Larger berthing areas than older destroyers, better mess and recreation spaces, and ergonomically arranged control rooms to reduce fatigue during prolonged high-tempo operations. The electronics suite is where most of the value lies. Advanced phased array radars, integrated electronic warfare systems and modern combat management software give the ship quick situational awareness and the ability to engage multiple threats simultaneously. That networking also means the ship can operate as part of a joint or multinational task force, sharing tracks and weapons assignments across platforms. Performance-wise, propulsion typically follows a high-power gas turbine arrangement, a combined gas and gas COGAG layout with multiple LM2500 class turbines or similar units. That gives top speeds in the high 20s to low 30s in knots, and enough acceleration to reposition rapidly during combat. The design balances speed with range. Fuel capacity and efficient cruising settings support long deployments and blue water patrols without immediate need for frequent replenishment. Maneuverability is aided by modern control systems and both thrusters for tight harborside operations, while redundancy in engineering spaces improve survivability under damage. When it comes to armament and mission capability, versatility is the keyword. With a large VLS magazine, the ship can carry medium and long-range surface-to-air missiles for area defense, short-range interceptors for point defense, anti-ship missiles for surface engagements, and land attack cruise missiles for strike missions. That multi-role loadout makes it suitable for fleet air defense, ballistic missile defense tasks depending on missile fit, anti-surface warfare, and anti-submarine operations when paired with an embarked helicopter and towed sonar. Electronic warfare packages and decoys add another layer of protection and allow the ship to survive in contested electronic environments. Cost and life cycle expenses are substantial and worth addressing candidly. Modern large destroyers are expensive to build and costly to operate. Construction unit costs commonly run into the hundreds of millions or low billions of US dollars depending on configuration, sensors and weapons. Beyond acquisition, sustainment, spare parts, training, depot maintenance, fuel, crew salaries and life cycle upgrades, represents a continuous budget line for the Navy. Upgrades to sensors, software and weapons over the ship's life will push total program costs higher, which is a trade-off navies accept to keep the platform relevant over decades. Operational value is clear. A ship like Yulgok Yi I serves as a force multiplier for sea control, deterrence and coalition operations. Its layered air defense capability can protect critical maritime approaches and high-value units, its anti-submarine systems help secure sea lanes, and its strike options give decision-makers flexible response choices. In multinational task groups, such a destroyer becomes a node in a broader sensor-to-shooter network, improving the whole fleet's situational awareness and lethality. But no platform is perfect. Large integrated warships concentrate capability and vulnerability. A sophisticated ship depends on its electronics and networked systems. In a high-end conflict, those systems could be targeted by cyber or electronic attack, which can degrade effectiveness faster than physical damage in some scenarios. The cost of maintenance and upgrades is another major risk. Keeping a high-tech destroyer current requires sustained investment in training, spare parts and software development. Finally, because these vessels are strategically valuable, losing one to combat would be a major political and military blow, so doctrines and protective measures must reflect that risk. For viewers deciding whether this class of ship represents true advancement, consider three things: the integration of modern sensors and weapons into a balanced hull form, the capability to operate across air, surface and subsurface domains, and the sustainability of the program through budgets and logistics. Yulgok Yi I looks like a platform designed to give South Korea expeditionary and area defense power while also plugging into coalition operations, a very modern multi-mission destroyer. If you enjoyed this technical breakdown, stick around for more deep dives into naval systems and maritime strategy. I can also do follow-ups on specific topics like weapons loadouts, electronic warfare systems, or the ship's likely deployment tactics. Just let me know which area you want to explore next. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you found this useful.